What you doing?
Trying to find the pipe tape. I had a bunch of them. I don't know where they all went. Should be good. That's good. That's enough. All right.
Wow.
We got it all dug out. Footer form set. The horizontal rebar in the forms. And we decided not to tie in the vertical rebar. We're gonna wet set it right after pouring rather than tying it in now. So we're basically done there.
What is wet setting?
You know how on the shop footer we tied in the vertical rebar before pouring?
Yeah.
This time we're gonna pour it and
And put them in there?
trowel it flat, and then when it's still wet, we're gonna stick them in
Shove
the
'em
wet
in.
concrete.
Why didn't you do it?
Because there's a whole lot of them.
Oh, yeah. It would have dried too fast. You wouldn't be able to get to them all. That makes sense. So,
There's not enough of us. We had a crew maybe. It was too big for us to be able to
to do that,
do it.
yeah, that makes sense.
So all we're gonna do now is just put up our temporary pump again. We're gonna extend that piece there with that 10-foot stick to right here. We're gonna flatten that out and put
Cool.
it back together so we have water in the meantime.
Nice. Lean, babe, lean.
Huh?
Lean towards me. Go this way. There you go. Now you can be heard.
Now the whole world can hear me.
The whole world. Everyone who wants to, at least. It's optional. So Forrest was able to get the concrete people to come pour the stem wall. So when I came home today, that was done, which was awesome because there was a little bit of a worry as to whether or not we were going to be able to get that done today. But he made it happen, which is fantastic. I helped for like 2 seconds, maybe 3, and then I went and cooked dinner. It was a super efficient 2 seconds though. It's really good.
Yeah, we got it. Fairly successful. There
What?
was some definite stress today.
Yeah,
I did not, when we first started pouring, it was just me and my dad, and when we first started pouring, I could have swore there's no way we're gonna finish it. I thought, oh my gosh, we're gonna pour thousands of dollars down the drain. We're gonna end up ripping out concrete and starting over, and I was panicking.
And then our neighbor came to our rescue.
Our neighbor came and helped us, which was a big help, huge help. But still, I mean, we didn't quite have enough time. It doesn't look as good as I wanted it to, but it works. So this is a huge building for 2 people. If I would do it over again, I would have...
Not want to do it over again.
Yeah, I don't want to do it over again. That was really, really stressful. But with this size of a building, if it would have been half the size, it would have been pretty easy. But this is a huge building. I mean, it's 3,300 square feet.
Wow.
It's actually a little more. I think it's like 3,400. But, and I would have asked for more help ahead of time.
Yeah.
Because we barely, I mean, it could have been disastrous. We barely got done. Some things didn't turn out as well as I would like. We poured the footing for our well too, and we just didn't have time. I didn't tie the vertical rebars like I did on this one when I poured the footer. I was gonna wet set them and didn't have, I went over I was gonna say I didn't have time. I went over there to wet set them, but they wouldn't stand up. And this was more important. That's nothing, so I just left it. So we're gonna finish this. That well, I'll have to deal with it later. I'll probably have to end up drilling and epoxying the verticals in, which is just more work and more money. But I had to concentrate on this. So that's another thing. If I would have done it differently, I would have just said, you know what, forget about trying to do that pour and this pour at the same time. I would have just concentrated on this one, had more people, and I would have made the appointment for the morning, which I did before, and I would have done this time, but because of the backlog on the concrete, so I wasn't the only one that got my concrete canceled and couldn't get it, so it was like a backlog, and so the only appointment I could get was in the afternoon, and I didn't want to keep delaying it. And it was actually a warm day, like 84 degrees or something like that. So
Yeah.
Being in the middle of the day at the hottest time of the day, this concrete was setting up really quick. So that's another thing I would have done differently. But it's over, it's done, we're gonna make the best of it, but there's definitely some work that needs to be done on this stem wall.
No. And so we didn't get a whole lot of footage. I was working today, so I just got off work not that long ago, so I didn't really have an opportunity to film. So
I had the GoPro, sorry YouTube, I had it set up on time lapse.
it was set up
Ready
and ready.
to go, but when the truck came in, I just started panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know when I'm gonna get this done, and I just completely ignored the camera. I was like, I have to get this done.
It could have been a really awesome time lapse too, but you know, it happens. That's not our primary focus. Our primary focus is getting to home. We're happy to share this journey with everyone, but that's not like our main mission. But we really do appreciate everyone watching our videos and sharing our videos and purchasing stuff off the links, because that really helps us out. Kind of gives us a little bit of incentive to continue to do this. So we really appreciate that. Just want to say thanks to everyone watching.
Yeah, we really do want to
It's cool. It's
get
cool to
better
hear.
at this and keep showing you guys more and more. But we are under the gun on this one. Our goal is to just get better at what we're doing, get better at the YouTube thing, and then hopefully we'll be able to have a little more time to share on the house build.
Yeah, that'll be a little
we
bit
got a lot of
slower
projects out
paced.
here, and this is the first one, and we got to get shelter before the winter hits. And it's coming quick.
Winter is coming.
I just said it was 84 degrees, but I mean winter could be 2 weeks.
But it's cold at night though. At night it drops down. So just because it's hot in the day doesn't mean it's not freezing at night. So. All right. I don't think I have anything else to say.
What's that?
Oh, maybe I should show you guys the well. I guess I could walk over there. Show the well off a little bit, what got done, because I haven't seen it yet. So this will be like my first reaction to it. Do you want me to wait for you, or do you want?
I gotta get this done.
Okay. He's just gonna keep working then. All right. Let's see how the well turned out. And it seems like it's not losing prime. I mean, it may be, but they had the water going over there to help with the concrete, help with setting it and all that. So looks like it's holding prime. So maybe Forrest was able to fix the, oh, this is cool. Maybe Forrest was able to fix the leaks that we were having. Dang. That looks cool. I'm really wanting to, oops. So now that this concrete's getting ready to dry and everything, we'll still have the stem wall for this one. I'm wanting to put something in the concrete, something probably a little bit comical, but I'm not exactly sure what. If you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and put them in the comment box. I was thinking something slightly controversial, but I don't know if I should share it, so maybe I'll just keep that one to myself. Need a little bit more time on those. Also got some beans and rice to go with it. I really wish you guys could see this because it looks really good. I just want to point out that both those recipes come from this book. Nourishing Traditions. So this is the book that's based off Weston A. Price's work, and basically it just takes like traditional cooking styles and methods, and it's just a bunch of traditional cooking styles and methods to help increase the nutritional value of different foods. So for instance, those beans, I actually sprouted those, so it took about 3 days, 4 days, and that just helps to neutralize some of the anti-nutrients that are in beans. And also the rice, I soaked that in buttermilk for, it was like 12 hours or so. So, and I did my own variation too with the rice. I added some like pico de gallo and some different ingredients in there. But I really like Sally Fallon's and how she's incorporated Weston A. Price practices and concepts into the menu, or I'm sorry, the cookbook, the different recipes that she includes. She also includes a lot of quotes from his book, which is also super cool. Previously, I kind of leaned more towards like a paleo style diet, which I think is good, especially it's a little bit lower carb, which is better, but you know, it's nice to have some grains and legumes every now and then. So, but when I eat them, I try to eat them more cooked in that traditional style so that I get more of the health benefits from it. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys and put this book in the link below because I think it's a really good book, and I feel like sharing whatever knowledge I can with the world of stuff that I think is useful and helpful. So go ahead and put that in there.
All right, it's the day after the pour. Getting ready to strip it, see how it turned out. I already went through and got all the diagonal braces off of the outside. I'm going to jump to the inside, get the diagonal braces off there, and then we'll start taking the whalers off and the plywood and seeing how the concrete turned out. All right, well, we got all the whalers off on the entire outside perimeter, around the interior perimeter of the shop area. And we're just finishing up, taking them off the interior of the apartment. We're gonna call it early today just because I have to take these snap tie shoes back to the rental company before they close. So we're gonna hurry up, take those off, get them all rounded up, and get them back so I don't get charged extra. So we won't be revealing the concrete today, but we'll pull it tomorrow morning after we set the septic tank. So yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. All right, it's the morning of our septic tank arrival. They should be here in about 15 to 30 minutes. Me and my dad just got done double checking our elevation at the bottom of our hole to make sure that our outlet pipe here that goes to our leach field has the correct rise on it, and it's going to hit the outlet of the tank with the tank sitting where we have the rock. And it was a good thing we double checked because we must have been tired that day. We were a little off. So luckily we got started early enough this morning that we took our makeshift shoring out of here. We threw some more rock in and we got it compacted. Now we're at the right elevation. We're nice and level. We should be able to set the tank in and make our connection to our outlet side and be right on the money, hopefully, anyway. So yeah, they'll be here in about a half an hour. It'll be exciting to get this tank in, get it inspected, get it approved, and backfill this humongous hole. So we'll see you in about a half an hour when the tank arrives. Just turn the bottom on. And you can probably just stick it in your pocket there on the inside. Clip it on the pocket.
Here it is, huh?
This is it.
Okay. Well, let's see. I might come over this way a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna, our hole is a little oversized, so we're probably gonna hug more this side of the hole.
Okay. All right.
Got enough room?
Right.
Do you have enough room here? Or do we need to move anything for you?
No, I think I'll be all right. Probably just bring the back of the truck this way a little bit and straight back.
Okay.
Maybe land somewhere in here. Center of the truck, maybe right here.
Okay. Cool.
That's a heavy load.
Yeah. See if you like that.
Put it on land somewhere over here. Maybe a flat spot for you? Oh no, as soon as I put the Foot down, it'll flatten its own spot.
Inlet, outlet. It's nice they marked them. Looking at the specifications is actually over 2,000 gallons. I think it's like 2,100, 2,157. You think we should pull that green pipe out for now? That extends out the edge. See that groove in the side of that? It's basically going to pull tighter and tighter into that groove when you lift it up.